Hi friends, this lesson today is called Miss Long All Alone. And we've been talking about the 4 seasons in Heritage Studies and Science, and we've talked about summer and fall. So this week we're learning about winter. We've learned about winter weather, we've learned about birds and migration and hibernation. We've learned about how to take care of birds in the winter. And today, as part of our phonics lesson, our Heritage Studies story sort of works with that, almost like being a team. So here is our visual today, our little chart that we like to look at. And this is Miss Long. She's on her porch. Look, she's got her scarf on, she's got her sweater on. She's feeding the birds. Look at that pretty snow on her roof and in her yard. So we're going to talk about that today. You know, I love winter. I love the snow. And I like staying at home sometimes. It's fun to have a snow day. So whenever it snows, I'll put on my cozy sweater, which I have on today. And sometimes I even put a scarf on because I don't like to be chilly. So sometimes I'll put a scarf on even in the house just to stay nice and warm. Sometimes I will come up here to my beautiful purple room, which is like my office, my oasis, and hang out, read a book, drink a cup of coffee, and just have some alone time too. So this story reminds me a lot of that, and it's called Miss Long All Alone. Hope you enjoyed it. It's one of my favorites. Miss Long thought it was really cold in her room when she woke up. Then when she looked over at her alarm clock, she was dismayed to find that it had stopped. The power is out, she thought. No wonder it's so cold. Miss Long jumped out of bed and quickly put on her warmest robe and slippers. When she looked out the window, she saw white snow everywhere. The bushes were covered and thick snow hung on each limb of the tree. Snow was swirling from the sky. It looked as if it might snow all day. Looks like I won't be going anywhere today, Miss Long thought. She started humming. She loved to be snowed in. The thought of the long, lazy day stretching ahead made her so happy. She put some logs in the fireplace and soon had a cozy fire burning. Ooh, I love that. It didn't take long for her small house to be filled with warmth. Miss Long was glad she had baked a loaf of bread the night before. She cut a couple of pieces and spread them with strawberry jam. Miss Long settled herself in front of the fireplace to enjoy her breakfast. Later, remembering her little bird friends, she got a cupful of birdseed and tossed it onto the snow-covered porch. Soon, several birds were happy and enjoying the treat. She pretended to skate back to her bedroom and gathered some books and magazines that she had been wanting to read. She pulled a quilt from her bed and settled herself on the sofa so she could enjoy the fire. What luxury, she sighed. When her eyes got tired from reading, she set her book on the coffee table and pulled the quilt up around her to take a long nap. Ah, wonderful. She awoke at 2 o'clock to the hum of the refrigerator. The power is on, she exclaimed. That means donuts. Miss Long always made homemade donuts when it snowed. Donuts took a lot of time to make, and there was always plenty of time to make them on a snowy day. She busied herself in the kitchen, humming as she worked. Soon she had the donuts rising near the fire. As they doubled in size, she heated oil in a large pan and began to cook. The smell of the cooking donuts was almost as nice as their taste, but not quite. Ding dong! Miss Long knew who was at her door. Mr. and Mrs. Short, Miss Silent, and Marker E. always joined her for fresh homemade donuts when it snowed. She had a wonderful day all to herself, but now she was ready to enjoy a snack and some time with her best friends. "Come in," she called to them. "The donuts are hot." What a fun story, Miss Long All Alone. And it's fun to be able to have fun stories to help us learn our phonics concepts. So when Miss Long is by herself at the end of a word, then it makes its long sound. Just like we see on our chart, the word she and the word go are the two that we're working on especially today. So remember that. It looks just a short little word with that vowel at the end. So that'll help you remember that Miss Long likes to be alone sometimes. And she will say her long sound when she's alone at the end of a short word, in certain words, especially words like we were talking about today that end with the letter E and the letter O. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll talk to you soon.